With some of the details your family needs to know. Lissette, good morning.
Keith and Margot, good morning. And the governor defending his new vaccine rollout plan, saying the last couple of plans were just too complex. And really the goal here is to try to get as many shots as possible into people's arms and make that process a lot quicker. So we did hear from the governor. He mentioned that educators, so teachers and child care providers, they will be a priority. So they will be able to start getting vaccines starting next week. And we heard from multiple school districts that they're already in the planning phase and are working on setting up vaccine clinics to get their staff vaccinated. I also want to pull up this new timeline that the governor announced. So this is taking... Yeah, you just heard there one of the members from the Black and Puerto Rican caucus. Later this morning, we plan on hearing from Governor Lamont. He will be speaking out here in Waterbury. And coming up in the next hour, we'll hear from Dr. Deidre Gifford, the Department of Public Health Commissioner. She is also speaking out on this new plan and says this is a way better plan than what Connecticut had a couple of months ago. So we'll hear more from her coming up in the next hour. We're live in Waterbury. Lissette Nunez, Fox 61 News.
Thank you, Lissette. And at 5:08, the White House now weighing in on...
Nunez is live there with the latest on the vaccine distribution timeline. Lissette, good morning.
Good morning, Tim and Erica. And as part of this new vaccine rollout plan, teachers, educators, school staff, they will have designated vaccine clinics, and they will start seeing those as early as next week. So we've heard from district new timeline to get folks vaccinated, and also what's the plan to get teachers and staff members vaccinated starting next week. So still a lot of questions, and we plan on getting those answers later today at around 11 in the morning. We're live in Waterbury. Lissette Nunez, Fox 61 News.
Lissette, thanks so much. All right, moving on now. Sicker is going to be in Waterbury to talk about the new plan. Fox 61's Lissette Nunez is there live in Waterbury with the latest on the distribution timeline. Lissette, good morning.
Good morning, Tim and Erica. And as part of the state's new vaccine plan, we do know that educators and teachers, they will have designated vaccine clinics, and we could start seeing those as early as next week. We've also been hearing from teachers in different districts, and they've been emphasizing the importance of having these vaccine clinics, but also vaccinating their staff members so that their schools could open fully. Now, we've also been hearing from teachers and school districts and unions representing teachers saying that they're already looking into where they're going to place these vaccine clinics. From Governor Lamont, he will be here in Waterbury discussing this new timeline plan and also just what's next for teachers and educators. We'll be speaking to him coming up at around 11 in the morning. We're live in Waterbury. Lissette Nunez, Fox 61 News.
Lissette, thanks so much.
Tim and Erica, and also under this new plan, we know that educators, so teachers and school staff, they will be prioritized. And we've been talking to school districts, different teacher unions as well. They've already been working on identifying where these vaccine clinics will take place. And we've heard time and time again, not only from teachers, but also from Governor Lamont, this is really a priority as far as getting teachers vaccinated, because they believe this will also give parents the confidence to go ahead and send their children back inside the classroom, but also make sure that schools fully reopen and offer in-person learning. Now, this timeline has also been met with a lot of criticism. We've heard from different groups, including people, frontline essential workers, and also those living with comorbidity. Later this morning, we plan on talking to Governor Lamont. He will be here in Waterbury discussing this new plan and what this means for educators going forward. We're live in Waterbury. Lissette Nunez, Fox 61 News.
All right, Lissette, thanks so much for that update there. We'll check in. Nunez is live there with the latest on the distribution timeline. Lissette, good morning.
Good morning, Tim and Erica. And part of this new vaccine plan means that teachers and educators, they will get dedicated vaccine clinics, and these clinics could open up as early as next week. We've heard from school districts and unions. They've been busy preparing and identifying locations where these vaccine clinics will take place. So still a lot of questions and also different opinions and frustration coming from different groups that were originally part of this vaccine plan. But as I mentioned, just to recap, gap. Educators, teachers, they will still be prioritized, and they could start receiving those vaccines as early as next week. So later this morning, we plan on speaking to the governor. He will be here in Waterbury addressing what's next for educators and also addressing those concerns coming from these different groups who are speaking out. So we'll have more on that at 11 o'clock. But for now, we are live in Waterbury. Lissette Nunez, Fox 61 News.
Lissette, thanks so much.
Lissette Nunez is live there at the scene on East Aurora Street now with what we know. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Tim and Erica. This fire is still out of control right now. Firefighters working on trying to put it out. You could still
Aurora Street, a pretty big fire there.
Yeah, right at Albert Brothers Scrapyard. A lot of things that could be burning there. But let's get out to Fox 61's Lissette Nunez. Lissette, looks like they've made some progress.
Yeah, I would say a little bit. They actually brought in some machinery.
That fire, and it looks like, Lissette, firefighters continue to make significant progress there.
Yeah, but we are still seeing those huge clouds of smoke still coming out here. You know, it really depends. Just about a couple of seconds before we went on air, it was still going pretty bad. And then it looks like it's dated throughout the morning, but that's the latest here in Waterbury. Lissette Nunez, Fox 61 News. Yeah, Tim and Erica, the fire still continues to go on right now. You can see firefighters have been at it for over an hour and a half now, almost to the Waterbury Fire Department has been here for almost 2 hours. Waterbury Police also still here, so we'll keep you updated, of course, during our 4 and 5 o'clock newscast. But for now, we are live in Waterbury. Lissette Nunez, Fox 61 News.